story time. Now, if you're into your sort of psychic-y kind of stuff and you're intrigued to hear a story about an old lady's voice coming through a middle-aged man, stick around. 40 years ago, I used to drive a van in like a big circle every single day. That was my job. I used to deliver stuff in various different places. And the route would take me to Brighton. And there was a place called Unicorn Place. It was up Middle Street in Brighton. And I went for a reading there. And I was around about, I don't know, 19 years old, something like that. And I went for a reading there. And this guy gave me a reading. I think his name was David Walton. Weirdly, I remember it. Anyway, he did this reading, and once he'd finished, he said, "Look, if you want me to go sort of deeper and go into a trance and stuff like that, then book yourself in." Anyway, I did. I was super intrigued. I've always been intrigued about this kind of stuff. Anyway, so I drive down there a few weeks later, and I sit opposite him, and he goes into this sort of trance, and all of a sudden, my nan's voice just comes through him, and the reason I know that it was her is because my entire family comes from down south, and she was northern, and so it was more than evident that it was her. I mean, obviously, I was completely freaked out, and she said to me, "I'm not at the graveyard. I'm above the television in your home." And about a month before I'd had this this reading and him going into a trance in front of me, I'd actually gone to the graveyard to see if I could find where her grave was, and I couldn't. Back at my home, where I lived with my parents, there was the only picture in the entire house was above the television. Fascinating stuff, huh? Genuine story, no bullshit. Anything like that ever happened to you?